Right. So let's begin. Once again, the Dark Eye. 51st session of that campaign. Yes, that's a milestone. Well, that's the first. Yes. What did we do last time? Well, we decided to try another road, not knowing if any dangers would follow us, and we decided to get through of the forest. We had to act through a forest actually to progress and to get away from that dreaded place that was making us all crazy. And then, well, we discovered that we were followed, probably by orcs, because we found out that a little ahead of us there was a camp with some orcs. They don't like very warlike, but we don't know anything about them, and they're just there, and they're making some kind of strange signals with smoke. I don't know if it's them, but there are people who are messing with their fire.
Yeah. Though the signs that you're being followed and the smoke signs that you saw were in the opposite direction, basically. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it was kind of behind us.
Yeah.
All right. Just be right back. I have to check out something.
And he's gone. Okay. And you start keyboard playing.
Oh yeah, I turned that down. Turned that off. I was just messing around with the different settings.
I never really had experience with that. I know my cousin used to play. I tried to play. How do you say? The fiddle? I don't know.
Yeah, fiddle.
Yeah.
Unless you mean a violin, it's a violin and a fiddle is the same thing, and.
Yeah, okay.
So,
but I never got past a song with only 2 notes, so I wasn't very good.
Well, it takes a lot to play a fretless instrument because you've got to have really good finger coordination.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just pass it off as very experimental microtonal version of it. But I'm not really any good at any musical instruments either. I just sometimes play around with them. I'm better with like a sequencer than anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've wanted to maybe try some editing at some point of the Doctor Who theme, I think.
Yeah.
There's a whole genre of music just remastering the Doctor Who theme.
Yeah, I've been to that site. You know, it just has a bunch of them listed, and you play the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think there's even maybe you did mean that from the BBC. You have basically a graphical interface in the web, and you can just click on the different notes and sound bites and so on, and add them together to a new song. And then there's, of course, the real work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Everything all right?
Yeah, it was my washing machine was making some kind of a howling sound.
Ah,
It was
okay.
still haunted. I had to check this out, but it seems all right for now.
Okay, okay. Yeah, then, I don't know. Did we still miss anything from the, no,
Well,
let's say, from the last time?
well,
Maybe,
at the point where we were returning to the camp to get what? It was a Marbio's ID.
we were seeing these people who were out there and ahead of us, and then we were just returning to the camp afterwards. We found out that they were mostly like traders and like fairly lowly orcs, ones that don't really uh, do so well in the hierarchy of tribes going on.
Okay.
yeah, Bukai mentioned that they regularly would get raided and that it probably would be their time of the year soon, whatever that means.
That's a strange custom you have.
Oh,
Yeah, those who raid and those who will be raided.
Yeah, Tarwalians will never let themselves be raided like that. We were kind
But
of the
they-
raiders in some parts of our country.
And I am a raider too.
Yeah, well, that's why that's why we're so long.
um, and yeah, we were supposed to go. We were on our way back because we were gonna, trade with them, but we wanted to have everyone there just so they wouldn't get.
Right. You
Yeah.
want to gather your strength.
Yeah.
I asked Burkai if their time is soon. How soon is soon?
I don't know. Maybe when Brazorak burns the steppe,
Okay.
then they will come. Will take cattle. Time of Brazorak.
Okay.
Maybe 2 moon.
Mm.
So I think it would be safer to avoid them. I don't want to be raided, you know.
Then not be in the open in 1 moon. Otherwise, be seen by raiders.
I think it's already done. You see the traces we found. Could it be possible that it would be the possible raiders?
Do raiders use smoke signals?
Yeah.
I was asking Borkai.
Not usual. I never seen. Raiders normally live also steppe, but they more warrior, not farmer. They and when cattle is fresh, they get. When cattle is strong.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's.
These more like maybe at mines maybe.
Well, I guess we could always use a bigger force, though. Perhaps they'd join us. The orcs.
You want to enslave?
No. I'm sure that they're pretty. They would think that being rated would be less of a bad thing than just joining another community.
Even though, maybe they make even better fighters than we have. Even if they weakling.
Well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
Yeah, well, let's take some rest and, well, some night shifts just in case.
Of course.
If I remember correctly, it was already night
Yeah.
when you came back, or rather
No,
when you
no, it was
went
early
there.
in the morning, in fact.
Was it?
Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, first in the morning.
Yeah, we did want to go there just an hour before sunrise, so probably the sun is rising right now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then probably you return just no, that's west. Okay. So with the sun behind you, you return to your makeshift camp. Now that the sun shines directly at it, you can also kind of see the way you have hacked yourself down the hill.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, in the camp, some people are already getting up and starting the work of the day, making ready the wagons, preparing meals and so on. And yeah.
Okay. In that case, I find Tiega and I report what I found, or what we found.
So you found what exactly? They are.
The ones ahead of us are just an orc party. Borkai said they get raided all the time.
Maybe then they produce something that's worth raiding them for. Maybe they are also farmers, or maybe they have a herd or something.
Yeah, they. It seems like it was mostly cattle.
Well, we could use some cattle.
Right, that's what I was thinking. A good trade. He does say that even though they might be weaklings, as he calls them, we should probably still trade from a position of strength.
From what I've seen of the orcs, they seem to take advantage of those who seem weaker. So probably yes. But what do we have to offer them?
Goblins.
I don't think I'd want to be trading our own men for cattle.
No. But
I don't appreciate that sort of humor.
No. Nevertheless, what do you have to offer? I didn't have any intentions to give the goblins.
I hope so.
I don't know. I think maybe we could probably perhaps stiffen up our ranks and merge with them if you think that we could afford to feed all of them. If the cows would be worth feeding all of them. If they get raided all the time, and then they might welcome it, and we get more people to Then again, it could slow us down.
And we could be the target of raiders.
I think we can hardly become any slower than now.
Yeah.
And at least if we are more people, then they will need more raiders.
True. True.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we're still in the middle of nowhere. What do we have to lose?
Do we still have the cutlery?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Do we still have the cutlery, Gruff? We could, if they don't decide to merge with us, we could still trade that.
Oh yeah, of course. You have the Tom?
The knives that you had have been used by.
Oh yeah, they're weapons now.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're in use. Yeah.
They are basically your the weapons that Kondar gave out to the slaves. So.
You know, we really kind of need to get a better arsenal than that. I mean, I'm sure we don't have access to swords and axes and stuff, but perhaps maybe staves.
Well, you do have a few real weapons that you captured from the slavers.
Yeah, we did already divide them, didn't we?
Yeah. And you had more problems finding people who can use them than so probably you still have one or two sabers in reserve. Because you didn't have people who are strong enough at the time to wield them.
Yeah.
Well, you could convince them with the thumb, since the thumb is supposedly something that impressed them.
No, we always could. Do we still have it on the staff?
Oh yeah, well, I think we got it off from its staff.
yeah, I presume so.
I used that staff to get one of the wheel of the wagon that was stuck the other day. So yeah, the thumb wasn't on it, just the little wires that was holding it.
All right. Well, maybe we could put it back on that staff. I always like it kind of as a banner.
Oh, I could arrange you something.
Yeah.
It will be less straining than cutting the woods because I'm still a little in pain. So.
You have a thumb that you use like a banner?
The giant thumb. It was given to us, and well, don't tell anyone else it was given to us, but it was given to us by what was her name?
Garheld.
Garheld, yeah. It was given to us by Garheld back in Silverwall to help with things like negotiations and stuff, because it makes us look more powerful.
Ah, I see. How grisly.
Yeah. Well, we're in a grisly area.
Well, maybe you saw the thumb on the battle, Tieka. You know, it was Mavon was holding it while insulting the orcs in Elvish.
All right. Was this? I thought it was some kind of a stone or something that you kept dangling from down there.
No, it was a giant stump.
Yeah, if I wouldn't kill a giant just for its thumb, just so you know.
I doubt you could. No offense.
Well, none taken, but I mean, if I could.
Well, maybe it was a giant that we killed when we killed some kind of a possessed weird guy, but that's another story.
You mean the ogre that the orcs attacked us with?
No, that tower in Towel where we found the thumb.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, but that's another story.
You've done a lot, huh?
Yeah, that's a story I'll have to tell you again sometime.
Yeah.
Sometime
Well,
later.
we did a lot in the last couple. Sorry. We did more in the last couple of months than. Well, I almost 10 years in my life.
Maybe when the emptiness is above us, then we will have some time to speak. You know, in the days of the nameless.
Yeah, but right now we have to keep going.
Yeah, and we have to find a place before those days come. I mean, we don't want to get trapped out in the open, you know. Don't want to be out in the open.
No, we don't.
Okay. Yeah.
What are they doing, by the way? Are they still really angry?
Sorry, I didn't get the first word.
How is everyone doing? Are they still affected, I should say?
Oh, you mean the general angriness at each other? It's hard to really judge, but people are still grumpy. But they have since the incident between Gruff and the one Sveltian, there has been no further fight.
Okay. All right. That's good. Well, perhaps we can gather our people today and go and meet this other group.
So, how do you want to approach them? With the entire group, or?
Maybe not the entire group. A good chunk of the of our better armed and better able people, and all the main people, the original searching party or the original scouting party.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe probably Tiago might want to come too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring the owl in the cage just for a little bit of extra.
Are you sure you want to bring Maeve on? Orcs don't like elves, obviously.
He does have a point, but I could try not being seen. I mean, the way Gruff does, not.
Maybe.
Or I could use something I wrap around my head so I don't look as unusual.
As you wish, but usually when orcs get excited and are threatening us, you said words to them. Nasty words.
As you mean?
Well,
as you say.
Well, I saw you get angry at orcs more often than I thought I would see.
And there is a reason for that.
Yeah. Hope the reason won't be there this time.
I would say you decide best, Marbio.
I don't think it would be such a big deal, but I would still go with a hat or a head wrap on or something. I would still like you there. If anything, perhaps you could entertain him with your magic as part of the thing with the fire.
That's the entertainment I was thinking about, yes.
Alright, do you want My Fuhrer hat.
I thank you, but I think I'll have to decline.
I thought you would do.
Okay. Yeah. So I. Oh, where is it? Let's go through. Yeah, here. Okay. Then I presume. Yeah, I presume Halma, Dietrich, Bokai, Maven, Condor will all be there. How about Litiki?
Yeah, let's bring Patiki along. Wait. Do I know how the orcs react to her?
So far, you have not really seen reaction to her. I think, except for the slaves who didn't seem to mind as much. During the fight, I think there wasn't any real encounter between her and them because she was hiding together with Maven in the high grass. And I think even when he went, yeah, she stayed with Borkai when he was injured, so she wasn't really part of that. And I think before that there wasn't any real encounter where she was prominent. She was always hidden, I think.
Okay, well, yeah, she can come along if she wants to. I'll leave that up to her.
As you say, I can come. I heard the two ill ones. I'm not sure, but maybe they speak Risa.
Well, perhaps you should stay with them in case they say something.
I can, but they speak of Ranga.
What's
Not,
that?
you'd say gods.
Oh,
Not good speaking about. They bring down the look of gods when talking.
well, so you're uncomfortable with staying with them? Yeah, don't. Yeah, why don't you come with us?
I just say maybe not let talk so much when talking about Ranga. Maybe when they less fever.
Yeah, maybe so. Did you tell Tieka any of this? That you can understand some of it?
I not talk her. She servant Ranga.
Oh, okay.
They not they take gaze of gods so others don't have to bear.
I'll mention it to her then. But yes, we'd love to have you along. I'm going to go to Kondar and tell him that we need to find, or just to have like our most able-bodied people and distribute the sabers amongst them and have them come with us to look more impressive, you know.
You think so?
Um,
I mean, didn't Gruff say we were being followed? What if there are people hiding in the woods and we leave with all our most capable fighters?
That's a good point.
I mean, obviously we're taking a risk here, but we shouldn't take all of them, I think.
Yeah, or perhaps maybe we should just bring the whole group down with us, but that would be clunky and kind of pointless. Yeah,
Who
let's do
knows
that.
if,
Oh,
on the one hand, if they are being raided often, maybe then they just pack their bags and go. Other than maybe they think we're just like them.
you're right.
I don't know.
Let's leave about half of our fighters here, and then bring half with us. How's that sound?
Okay. We can work with that, and maybe. Yeah, it'll have to do, and maybe we post some people who aren't really able and give them some stuff, making them look stronger. Maybe that
Right.
will keep them away for a couple of hours if someone is looking. Just
Sure.
figuring out that they really are just statues.
Yeah, I like that plan. Perhaps maybe, I don't know, get some of the cloaks together and put something up under the shoulder so they look like they have armor on under the cloaks.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan.
I think we have it figured out then.
Yeah. So this will be done. Most of this dressing up of people will happen inside of the tents, so that it can't be seen from far away. And yeah, so you can gather up, let's say 7 more people that you can take with you, that at least are able to wield one of the heavier weapons.
Okay. All the while, I prepared a thumb on a stick.
Okay. Yeah, I think, as you said, the wires are still dangling from the stick, so reattaching them is not the big problem.
No, just want to make sure it won't fall.
Yeah.
It will make a good impression when you rise it.
Yeah. But maybe you could even sell that. Some kind of a sign or something. Yeah. Okay. So, and Asgard. Forgot her.
Of course.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Your group is about ready by midday.
All right. We're not going to sneak around or anything. I think it would probably be better if we just marched up there, as a group and met with them.
Oh, yeah. No problems. We're there for negotiations, not sneaking.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so you make your way across. I think it took you about an hour, right?
Well, yeah.
Last time?
Yeah.
So, back then, I presume you were trying to be quick. As the dawn was approaching, do you want to give yourself some time here, or do you want to approach quickly?
let's go ahead and I don't want to waste a lot of time, but I also don't want to make it look like we're rushing for them by any stretch. So let's approach at a good pace, but let's not give them the feeling that we might be attacking.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. As you approach, and you come within a reasonable distance to be seen, you can notice that there's some activity going on there. People running around between tents. And as you approach further, a small group comes out of the encampment and seemingly tries to meet with you.
Oh, by all means.
About 15 of them.
Yeah, I hailed them in Orkland. I'm like, hail.
Who speaks?
I do.
Well, up front is a pretty, seemingly large and muscular individual, who has the horns of a bull, kind of, seemingly. Okay. Then you can do a perception check.
Yeah.
Has the horns of a bull attached to some leather to his skin as some kind of a helmet or hat. Sorry, what did you say to him?
I just hailed him. I said,
Okay.
hail. And then I went ahead and stepped forward when he asked who speaks.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
My perception is 11, 8, and 1, so I made it.
So that was sorry. That was for Gruff, because he said he wanted to sneak around, looking whether you were being followed.
Okay, sorry.
But you can do, I think, a human nature check.
I just assume I win a human nature check. Oh, well, I would have won it even if I didn't have plus 12.
Okay.
A 2 and a 1.
Yeah, you are kind of pretty sure this guy that stands before you, that they used coal on oh no, that wouldn't work there, would it? No. But that he's kind of puffed up, just like the guys you left behind.
Yeah.
So, and you even occasionally see his eyes dancing over the array of weapons you have, and then he twitches a bit. So
I say in Olark, you don't want horns on your helmet when you go into battle. It's something to grab onto. That's not something you want. It's just about every group in the world who has a helmet and who's actually successful in combat will just have a smooth round top to it. Or
I'm warrior of Brazorak. I don't need slick helmet. And what do you know about this slick hide?
Well, it tends to be metal, but you can boil leather to make a fairly hard substance. My name is Marvio Caravita. From the great encompassed nation of Parasia. I don't know if there's actually a word for pompous in Oark. If there isn't, I just
Probably not with the subtone.
Oh, okay. So I'll just
Probably it's just the same as great.
Yeah. Oh. So I'll omit pompous, but I basically say that. And you are?
No.
I am Kochrai, warrior of Razorak, for the Kuruk.
Of course, right. Good, strong sounding name. Well, how have you guys been doing out here? It seems like you're a bit exposed.
We go where the cattle go.
So you're herders.
We are blessed by Brazorak and his horns.
Oh, herding is the backbone of civilization in the early days.
Where do you come from, Slickhide? You and yours.
Well, personally, I come from very far to the south. A lot of these people come from Thorwall, including I point to Borkai. Some of these people are slaves we freed by taking out a small orc camp. That's where we got the.
You are the ones who stole the Aika Brazorak, his miners.
So you know about this fellow.
There have been people coming, asking where you are, and if we've seen.
Oh. How many?
Just one.
I'm going to do human nature again. 13, 12, and 17. I probably made it. Human nature. Social talents. Who the hell are you? There they are. Cleverness, intuition. 1 and 17. Yeah, I mean, is he telling the truth? Or, well, does he look like he's nervous about what he just said, any more so than before?
Well, he does look nervous, but not any more than before he said it.
Well, it seems we are quite popular. And I smile at him.
You should not poke at Aika Brazorak and prance around.
That's probably true, but I've never been a cautious fellow. Actually, I was wondering. One of my comrades here has said that you guys have a tendency to be raided during the summer times. Or I assume it's summer. When there's some fires in the fields or something like that.
In the time of Brazorak, yes.
Oh. Well, you know.
Then they come and they take what they think is just.
Do you think it's just?
They leave enough for us to live, so they can raid next season again.
Yeah. So they're hurting you as you're hurting the cattle. Oh. Well, you know.
As you talk about this, he seems to relax some kind.
Uh,
You would say.
Well, you guys, have you ever thought of maybe joining forces with another group, perhaps?
You mean with someone who is being looked for by the ICAR?
Well, we've survived this long.
And when they find you, you think you will be herded like cattle or slaughtered like sheep?
Now, that all depends on where they catch up to us at. We might be the ones doing the slaughtering if the terrain treats us right.
The ICAR has traveled to most tribes who are not herders and has slain their chieftains and taken their warriors. Some say he has more warriors than the mountains have tops. And
Oh,
you
wow.
say you will defeat?
Yeah.
With these?
Did it before.
We have lived for generations by being herded. What can you offer me that is better
Uh,
than survival?
well, perhaps a chance not to be hurted. Um, and it's not certain death anyway. I don't think it's death at all. I've seen these people. They're good warriors, yes, but before long, this isn't going to help them. They have ideas that are bigger than they are. Do I roll any kind of fast talk or anything for this?
I'm not sure fast talking would work here. From maybe let me have a look. Where is he? Mario. Okay. Okay, that's the problem with the translation. With fast talk, I always think of something else than what it actually means.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
some kind of a con.
It's
no. It's just actually the German word is closer to convincing than anything else.
Yeah. It is a poor translation, really.
Yeah.
Because fast talk does come off as something a little more.
Yeah,
a little more
it's conning someone to get him to agree to something before he fully understands it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do a fast talk or convincing, but I would say it's +5 in difficulty. So
I got a 2 then, so I didn't make it.
okay. Mm. So how do we proceed here?
Well, if you don't wish to join, I'm sure we could make some sort of trade. I have people here who have a good inventory of our stock and what we're willing to part with, and Evan, I'm sure you may be able to survive on one less cattle.
We could maybe. Pasha. He will call back, and smaller orc will come who actually wears some kind of primitive jewelry from different metals and even a few half precious stones.
Well, Matt?
Hello. My name is Pasha. I'm a Drashdesh of our tribe. Who do I talk to?
I'm Marbio. I'm leader of an expedition and sort of a co-leader of this group here.
So you wish to obtain some cattle from us?
Yes. Let's just say Dietrot probably knows everything we have and what we'd be willing to own. So I'll call Dietrot over here. And I'll let him list off what we, what we can part with and what we can't.
Okay. Do you want to sell them anything especially, or do you want to sell some things under no circumstances? So what you have is a pretty good reserve of grain that maybe could last you for 2 to 3 more months. You have the 6 wagons with the tents that belong with them, and
corn, not like wheat or anything like that.
Sorry, what?
By grain, you mean the corn that we took from the old camp, not like
yes.
Or millet or anything like that. Yeah. Okay.
You have some tools. You also have some smithing tools that you took from the mining camp as well.
Yeah. We don't have any smiths with us, do we?
What? Sorry?
We don't have anybody who can do smithing. Do we?
Some.
Yeah.
I have 1 point in that.
Yeah, you have some people who can do some amateur work, but
I have 3 points actually. I've raised it.
Okay, well, we've got some redundancy there too, right? Like extra hammers and stuff. So extra.
Yes.
Maybe offer the extra smithing hammers and maybe some of the tools we really don't need. But I want to keep at least 1 smithing hammer.
Okay. Also, what do you have? Also, as I said, you have some some weapons that you can't equip anyone with
At the moment,
on the
yeah.
long run, at least.
I've got some plans for weapons anyway. I was thinking maybe I can get Gruff's woodworking skills and get some long staves instead of, like the daggers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, and I go ahead and offer them maybe the sabers too.
I would say a saber is worth. Well, a saber is used for cutting in half, isn't it? So let's say a saber is worth half a cow.
Oh, okay. We do have 2 sabers left, so.
Then we can make 1 kettle from that, and say these tools. Well, we can always use some spares. I would say for this we give you another.
Oh, that sounds great. Thank you for, or I'm saying, it's a good deal. Yeah.
Good. So, do you have anything else that we might consider?
Is there any chainmail that anybody can't wear?
No, the chainmail was rare to begin with among even the orc slavers. Most of them, I think, were wearing leather, and the leather, that is something that you could all
Use.
yeah, that's not too heavy. So of course you have some more armor than you actually have weapons. So you could sell those. But then again, this is something that also
quite nice anyway. So it's quite a bit better than we had before. Yeah, I think this will be enough. Thank you very much.
Very well then.
Well, it's not like we can really hide ourselves, so I don't want you to tell them you haven't seen us, but I'm not going to tell you guys where we're going. We like to choose our own battlefields.
If you say you don't tell us where you go, that's fine. But the way you move, he will point to the hills. Not hard to see where you go.
That's true. At the same time, it's not like we're going to hide with the size of our force anyway. So they're already out there.
You do good being in the horns of Brazorak. No easy going there.
Right. I nod. Well met, man. Good luck this summer. Good luck during the nameless days too. I don't know what they're called in your culture, but I describe like where the stars are in the sky.
Tyrach's wound.
Yes.
You be lucky too then.
And I nod.
And thank you for giving us something that might spare us some cattle.
Oh, well, that is no problem.
Then we see each other in this world or after.
In this world and the next.
Yeah, Pashar will have gone to their cattle together with Cheka and Detrat, and they will come back with 2 of their cows.
I say as I see this, weren't we supposed to hire all of them with us? 2 cows, 2 new recruits.
Well, that didn't work out. We're currently being hunted, apparently, so we need to keep on the move.
Okay, well, yeah.
We are being hunted.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, yeah? Okay. So,
I didn't say that loud enough for anybody else, but, me and Huff and, like, immediate group to hear.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
probably keep moving into those hills. It's good to go around, but we need to go back up in there.
Go back up. Okay.
No, not back up the way we came, but we're going to keep following, but we're going to stay. I believe we should stay in the hills.
Well, of course, if you have that information. Well, I'll sit with Burkai. He will talk about me about all he has heard.
Yeah.
So probably he will be able to make a short of everything that was.
Yeah, he will be able to summarize what happened.
Okay.
I feel bad for letting some of those orcs go.
But as far as the summary goes, you will obviously make the assumption that everything that happened from their side was just pure weakness, and that Marbio basically forced everything on them. But yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty even-handed.
Yeah, well, from what I understand, I think Orcish customs are hard to change.
Yeah. But let's not get all white man's burden on us right now.
Oh, that's okay. Well, please. Okay, let's get back to the camp.
Yeah, as you move backwards, you can see that they still keep a watchful eye on you. Some of them even follow you for maybe a quarter of an hour in a distance before they turn around.
Oh, no problem with that. Okay, right when we come back, I'd say we should probably get to moving again, and ask Gruff perhaps to maybe do some hunting real quick before we move on.
Well, I can do, yeah. I take Therese and Burkai with me.
Okay. Let's say having them both with you gives you a +6 modifier, but it's still your roll that counts.
Track. Oh, it's quite good actually. Well, I have 7 success. If I understand the rules correctly, it can go beyond the total point that I have. If I succeed all my 3 stats. The way I understood the rules is
Yeah.
that if I have a modifier, it helps succeeding,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you can have more success than the number of points you have in the
yeah.
skill.
If you modify it, then basically that's your skill is modified, and with completely with all consequences. So if you now have, I don't know, a 15 or something in the skill with the modifier, then and you roll under everything, then you have a success of 15.
Ah, okay, well, so it will be 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're actually able to what would be there? Um, yeah, you can actually get a number of goats
Okay.
that are here in a very coordinated bow attack. You manage to take out one group, one half of the group with the first shots, and in the chaos, another one breaks one of its legs, and you can claim that as well. So you have 4 goats.
Okay. How many arrows did I spend on this?
You only one.
Okay.
The three shots that were fired were all, I don't know how you call it in English. In German, it's Blattschuss, which is one shot, one kill, basically. It's directly to the
Sniping?
heart. Hmm?
Sniping?
No, it's not the same.
Uh,
It's maybe killing shot. I don't know, but yeah,
okay.
I don't, maybe
Okay.
there isn't this kind of hunter language.
Well, I do slap Turris on the back after he had a good shot. Well, you aimed well, my friend.
I'm getting better, it seems.
Yeah.
Watching you makes me better.
Well, and we have to hunt quite regularly, say. So yeah, you're getting better, of course.
Boka will look towards the hill. It's not us. It's closeness, Brazorak, making us strong.
Well, yeah, it's as strong as the thunder. He's the god of thunder, isn't he?
He is God of everything we see, and of fight and leadership
Well,
and surviving. And he is the one who slew his father, Tairach, who is the God of everything we not see, of everything will come when we die.
well, good for him to. Well, it's good to have him help us around then.
Um, Actually, this is probably a much nicer arrangement than before. I'm sure a couple good cattle will boost the morality of our patrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we want to settle down somewhere, then now at least we have the chance to keep cattle for a time.
Yeah,
The bulls were
Yeah.
nice, but they alone don't make children.
that's true, but I didn't want to take their cows. They seem like they might need them.
I think this was a fair arrangement.
Yes. Uh,
And even though this fellow tried to give us the weaker ones, I think we picked the right ones.
yeah. No. Oh. Um, So after after the hunting, I do go around and I try and get like another tally of what everyone was before they were enslaved or started traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do we have any trappers amongst them?
Trappers.
Yeah, like people who know how to
Well,
set traps for animals.
well, Gruff, I think, is the main one. I think
Yeah.
Therese was also one. I think, if I remember correctly, he is a Sweltian.
Yeah.
A Sweltian who has some background in hunting, though he wasn't a hunter to begin with. It's more like something you do on the side.
Yeah.
Other than that,
What about a Fletcher?
what?
Like someone who works with bows, who can.
A bowyer.
Yeah, Boyer.
Also, what's good for you, high or low?
High. We'll do high.
I would say an 18 is high. Okay, so yeah, you actually do have someone who used to. No, one of the orcs is actually someone who is part of their not how do you say he's a Drashdesh, which is the caste of merchants and craftsmen, and he used to make basically composite bows.
Oh, okay. Well, while we're traveling, I'll keep a lookout for like things that he can use to maybe make us some.
Yeah, when Gruff returns with the goats, he will point towards the horns, and I think. What do you also use in composite bows? I know you use goat parts.
Sinew, horns,
Yeah.
like real springy wood.
Hmm.
Like really springy wood. You don't want anything too dense, but you do want it. You want it powerful, but you don't want it. You don't want it to where it doesn't have any give to it.
Hmm.
Yeah. But well, that's just for any bows. I don't know much about composite bows.
Yeah, I think they are made from. They're made from horn. They're made from certain woods and a special sort of how do you special kind of glue.
Yeah.
I have some points in bow building myself too.
No.
I have 4 points.
You probably have experience with making short bows. I think that's the one you have, and no, right? You now use a longbow, I think, right?
Yeah. That's not the type of bow I think I have built before. It's more a hunting bow for Torwalians that I used to build.
Yeah. So yeah, but you basically could, while he makes one of these, could try to learn the steps.
Yeah, well, I would be interested in
he
that.
tells you that when you look at it, he will tell you that it takes a very long time to make just one of them. So.
Having 2 people would be very nice to have, So you could make like two a day or something while we're traveling, of course.
Well, if you want me to make bows, I can help that orc artisan so I can concentrate on that if you want to.
Yep. If you want to quickly make bows, then actually Gruff will have to show him something.
Okay.
Because the
I like the composite bow idea better. If it takes a long time, it takes a long time, but they're better bows, aren't they?
he obviously will tell you that they are the best that you can find on the earth, and that they are stronger than anything you've seen, and that they shoot farther than a bird can fly.
That's orcish talk. I think we know how to size them. You know, they are over the top of everyone else in their head. Well, do I have to roll something? Do is it my new job, or for in the group, or
That's the question for Marbio, I think.
yeah?
Yeah. Why don't you right now just watch him do his bows,
Okay.
and but later I'll have you guys both doing it. While we have time.
Okay. Anyway, if it's hunting matter, Burkai and Therese are working well together. You know, they have hunt a couple of days together for now, and we've been successful. So they can hunt both of them, and I can just switch my attention to make bows to if it will help us be safer.
Mm-hmm. All right. Florian, this is a mechanical question more than anything.
Yeah.
I know daggers and knives are, they have a huge disadvantage in real fighting, but is it worth it to make a bunch of staves instead of having, or make a bunch of long staves instead of having knives?
Saves.
Okay. This question goes into the direction of weapon comparison values. I'm not sure how it's translated in the books. You see.
Is this going to take longer in the game than we have in the game to explain?
No. I think it can be described pretty quickly. Usually, what we so far have done is we just said a weapon has a certain type, and you use that skill to roll with it, and it has a certain damage. So the full system, or another system on top of that, is the weapon comparison value, and you have that for attack as well as for parry for all weapons. So, and for example, I think knife and daggers, they have huge minus values there. And for example, a sword is the standard weapon. It has 0, 0, against which everything is measured. So if you have two weapons that fight against each other, then you use these values, and based on which weapon is better, the one with the lower values subtracts from their values. So
Okay.
let's say you have a knife and fight against someone with a sword, and I'm not sure what knife actually has as a weapon comparison value on attack, but let's say
a knife is -2, -3.
Okay. So then you would subtract 2 from your attack value, and you would subtract 3 from your parry value against the sword.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what a stave has, but I presume it's better than
Yeah.
Well, I have stick. Do you mean a stick or?
No. You could, for example, tell us a club as well, because that's the first part. Maybe even
Club.
if someone has a stave, they will first use it as a club.
But club is 0, -2.
Yeah, so it's already better. Maybe not as much in parry, but at least in attack. And I think a real combat stave or something. You could look for magician's stave. I think has
Search for that. Oh yeah, magician's. Well, I require the staff.
Yeah, quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff is 0-0.
Yeah, so you can see it really has something for it, even if you have a lower skill. I mean, the difference between having a knife and a quarterstaff is basically 5 skill points.
Well, that sounds like a good point. Well, I think once we're able to we find a good strategic point to stay for a while, we might start making stays. Just if only to get them something that has a little more damage to it, than say.
And
I
giving
don't know, knives do 1d3 plus 1 or something like that.
a knife is 1d6.
Yeah, no, the knives that you had, or at the time I gave you these values, was because they weren't knives to be used in fighting. They were more like butter knives, and they had no handle, so they were harder to use as well.
Mm.
Well, a quarterstaff
So,
is 1d6
by now-
plus 1 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Quarterstaff is
So-
1d6 plus 1, and it has plus 1 in initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll start
So-
making quarterstabs once we can get settled down for a bit.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, what you can start while you travel along. If I understood you correctly, you want to follow the outlines of the hill, and for now, correct?
Yeah, just kind of move around the hill and then find a place to go. Find a place that would be nice, and I guess I could me and what's his name, Kondar's character, and Kondar can roll work.
Kondar is the character.
Yeah. It's getting late. Yeah, Condor and Margio can roll Warcraft and see if we can find like nice bitches and stuff to set up camp, perhaps. Just a good, just a good area where we would be in an advantage.
Okay. I would say, let's say Condor gives you also +5 to Warcraft.
Okay, so that's 7. 17, 11, and 18. I don't think I did that.
Yeah, the hill doesn't give you very much you can work with at this moment while you circle around it.
Right.
But at least for this first day that you will be traveling.
Okay. All right. Since we already took some time early on, we should probably hustle a bit while we, but not enough to actually do any harm to anybody. But just move quickly.
Okay. Let me get up a map. If I can find it. Here, no. No. Ah, there. Sorry, my computer is slow right now. Okay. Okay. Let's share the screen. Okay, so I'm currently here, and let's say this is about the amount you can make it this first day, because
Okay.
it's only a half a day basically.
Do we still have to act through the woods or?
Well, it's more sparse down here. It's more high grass than actual trees. So you could make it easier for yourself hacking down some trees, but usually it's only usually maybe 5 minutes or something to get the cart around the tree anyway.
Okay.
And that comes up maybe once an hour or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is he?
Okay. Yeah. I presume you keep up your watching for being followed, or?
Right. Of course.
Yeah, well, I guess when we're on the move, I'm not making bows, so I can check out if we're being followed, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a perception, that's it?
Yep.
I think it will be good. It's 6 success.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's not this time. It's not some trails that you can find, but when the sun starts to go down behind the hills, you can see some reflections, like from metal, coming from the hills at some times. For a short while, maybe 10 minutes or something.
Okay.
From what you would guess, it's maybe an hour or something up the hill.
Okay. Our metagaming, our
Yep.
Torwallian sailors are using that kind of a code, with mirrors and stuff like that.
There's no codified language, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
But generally giving signs with shiny objects, that is something that is known.
Yeah.
That you
Okay.
could do.
Yeah. Well, for me, it reminds me of that. Maybe I haven't been on boat for long in my life, but I'm a Torwallian and I've heard enough
Yeah.
of it. So yeah, I'll report that back. Hey, Marbio, I saw on the hills, maybe up there. Reminds me of signals that the sailors used to do between the boats in the night. Reflecting their lights into mirrors or metal objects, just to show that they're there. And I saw it for maybe a couple of minutes.
That's pretty interesting.
Well, we're being followed, that's for sure. And well, it's we don't really hide ourselves. We can't, but I have a feeling it's about us, that they do that because of us.
Yeah, so we shouldn't let it work us up into a frenzy either. Maybe divide some of our warriors from the front and the back of the train. What would you say? So we don't have large swaths of undefended people if we do happen to get attacked.
Yeah, maybe, but still, we know that they're doing that, and I'll keep an eye on if I see something else.
Okay.
So you redirect the biggest number of weapon bearers to the back of the
No, I just split them up back.
Sorry?
I split our bearers up. I put a few of them in the back too.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's at least enough there to, if we get attacked from behind, that we could, you know, fend them off while we get in better position or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I can be with that group with my bow in hand.
Oh.
If you want to.
I thought you were scouting around. This is out of character.
Okay.
What's it?
For
Wasn't
I think.
Gruff?
Sorry?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Go ahead, Florian.
No, I have nothing to say. I just didn't understand the last thing you said.
Oh, me? I said that I thought Gruff was already scouting around. Like, that was kind of his job.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
One of his 3 jobs.
We're stretching you kind of thin, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So the this first day, you just settle down again at the base of the hill.
Yeah.
Do you what kind of a camp do you make? Do you want to have the camp in a way that you can start the track more easily, or do you want one that has a more defensive outfit?
Defensive.
Can I roll, or was that Warcraft just the one for the whole day?
Yep.
Okay, so in that case, then I'll just do the one that we could start the track again, since I didn't find any place that I really called defensive.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, you will basically have a straight line of the wagons. So you can start to roll just after everyone gets up. Okay. Yeah, the night becomes again a bit unruly for those who know that you are being followed. Borkai seems to be a bit restless. Always going around the edges of the camp. But this night stays otherwise quiet. And if you need to, you can have a normal regeneration roll.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna still do one of the watches myself, so I'll probably get up and be part of last watch.
Yeah, I presume at this point you probably have a number of watches and not just 2 people or something always. It will be more. Especially because now that you're stretched long, you will need to have more guards.
I only regenerate 1 point, by the way.
Okay, so you probably lie there and with one eye open, always watching the hill.
On my Constitution roll for tonight, so I'm not going to get a +1, that's for sure. But I got a 4.
Okay, so you, when you're not holding watch, can sleep quite well.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not sure how long you want to continue, but I think if we want to close shop as usual, then this is probably a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Well, I have no problem to continue a little. But yeah, we can make another day for the next time.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
up to you, Chris.
it depends on how active the next day is really going to be. I assume we're probably just going to travel until we find a more defensible spot. You can't really answer that.
I can't really answer that, right?
Okay, well, why don't we
Also, maybe you can make a general plan what you want to do, as because there's the question whether you still want to go up the hill or do you want to go around further.
well, is there any place that we could go up the hill at this point that isn't, stupid?
Okay, so you want to look for good or an auspicious auspicious piece of land where you can ascend again. Okay.
I just don't want to go back to that one place. That was the main reason why we.
Yeah, I thought so. Otherwise, I understood correctly. You want to start training and equipping the people more.
Yeah.
This probably, or this will make you slower, because you will have to spend more time sending people into the woods, gathering up, for example, good, not twigs. How's the larger one? Branches. Branches that you can use for clubs and quarterstaffs and whatnot.
Right. On top of that, I think we should continue to go for speed until we can get up into the hills, and then yeah.
Also, I just remembered, as far as bows concerned, I think you don't have a shortage of bows with regard to the people who can actually use them, but rather of arrows at the moment.
Well, probably while watching the bow maker, I can make some arrows on the side.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, you can make a roll, and I would say.
We don't have the iron to do good arrowheads, but we can do stone arrowheads, can't we?
Yeah, or even ones with just ones with wooden tips don't fly well at all. Okay, but yeah, there's enough flint here that you can make some stone tips with them.
Yeah, I don't. I feel that I won't do a lot, but some of them is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to roll. Oh, it begins well. 1. Oh, well, perfect success. So I had 4 success.
Okay, then I would say you actually managed to make 4 arrows this day.
Okay. Well,
and while you do this, you can also learn the first steps of how to treat the horn of a goat to make parts of a composite bow.
Yeah, well, I'm very interested in that. Crafting has been part of my life before adventuring. So yeah, I'm probably a good student here.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling that this is as much as an artisan act for the orc as a religious one. It's almost a ritual.
Well,
the way he
yeah,
does it.
I do buy that. Religion with Torwalians works quite well.
I wonder though, is there, like, let's say for instance, you can find a lot of flint.
Sorry, you're a bit choppy right now.
Okay, tell me when I'm better.
Well, the did sounds so choppy as well, but it might be just the did.
Okay, in any case, like let's say, for instance, we had a bottle we weren't using. Could you make arrowheads out of glass? Like break a glass bottle and make a few more arrowheads with it?
Okay, we have enough glass bottles with that to do that.
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Phew, I don't think there will be many glass bottles, and even if, I'm not sure that glass. I presume, especially with bottles, everything has a curvature.
Yeah.
I think that would probably make the arrow fly very weird.
No, I don't think. Don't think it would work.
Good point. Yeah. And I don't think we have any glass makers or.
No,
Well,
and I don't think. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, go ahead. It was something else. Yeah.
We don't have the right kind of sand either here.
No.
Yeah. Or any sand. Oh, stupid idea.
My question was, I made 4 arrows, but does it take all day to make arrows? Because I'm scouting between that. So
Yeah, really, probably it would be a day's work. So, but then again, a day's work is 8 hours. So if you stretch yourself thin in between, so let's say, for example, you scout a bit in the morning and a bit in the evening, and then stay on. This is something the orc will do, by the way, is he will stay on one of the wagons to work, so
Okay.
that he has a solid workplace.
Yeah.
okay, so I do work in a wagon. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright.
so you can basically do that, and every now and then you again use your feet when you go out having a lookout.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can.
But yeah, that maybe if you keep this up, this will decrease the amount of points you can regenerate overnight.
Well, it will be all right.
I got a 4 and 11 for my Warcraft roll for the next day. So.
You have what? 11 points for Warcraft?
No, I rolled a 4 and 11 for the next day's Warcraft roll for finding a defensible position.
Okay, so you have the points from.
I think 5 from.
Okay. Yeah. You are able to find a small overhang, which seems like part of the hill has kind of broken away, and you actually have some sort of large boulder in front. So you have a small protected area that has only 2 still broad entrances, but still it's a bit more defensible than just being in the open. Though this would cut you a bit short on the next day if you use that as a campsite.
All right, so it's is it defensible enough to be used for like a short-term base? As far as just since we're being followed, I'm not sure I want to spend very long here. You know.
Well, it is view protected from, I would say, 3/4 of directions. So you can only see it from a very small range of directions.
Oh.
And as you have the wall behind your backs, you have not to watch those areas. The boulder in front of you also gives you quite a possibility, or quite an advantage. And it is large enough to get all the wagons inside.
Oh, what does everyone think? You like it?
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Maybe then we could try to find some, have a look whether we can find some water here. I think that's the main thing we have to have a look out for. Will come from Diego.
I can do that.
Yes.
Survival, I guess.
Yeah.
It starts bad. No, I just burned all my points on my first roll.
Okay, so yeah, you spend a while looking in the immediate surroundings, but there isn't really anything where you would say there's much water on the surface, though there is vegetation here. So as there hasn't been much rain lately, then has to be some source of water, but not yet found.
Yeah, well, I come back saying I haven't found anything yet. I hope I'll find something tomorrow, but now, no.
I think we have reserves for 3 more days, so it's not too problematic yet.
Okay, well, I hope we found something before playing that flute.
Flute?
Yeah, well, a gift from Swasnir.
Ah, the whistle. Yeah, the flute. When he went and told that story to in the Temple of Swasnir.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about the flute lately. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we didn't found the well. I was thinking about that flute lately, since we have a big number of people with us, and yeah, maybe it would maybe it will be all useful at some point. But I don't want to abuse God's gift like that too.
You seem wise. I think Swafnir values a good home almost as much as Travia. So
yeah.
Maybe this could help. Yes. Okay. Then maybe for next time I will. I can make you a map if you want.
Yeah,
Or maybe if you want, you can also make a map if you have an idea how the place looks. Just otherwise, I will do. And
Why don't we have it to where you make the map of just the area we're at right now, and we can go ahead and like fill in where we scout around and find out about.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
I will do that. And I will try to send it to you, or maybe I will. Yeah, I will make a Google document again and send you the links.
All right.
That's right. Okay, so we stop broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
think so.